Alright, Babber.
Hello folks, welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. I was going to say Shadows of Eternity then. Dummy. Anyway, we are at some airport docks place where we've snuck past the guard by distracting him with a little prostitute lady. A little lady of the night. And we are about to head in for some reason or other. Get to the NTSB warehouse. I forget why, but I've got 6 points to spend. Oh, do we want to do that now? Body is fine. Quickness. Could probably do with more quickness. More strength is always good. Yeah, we've maxed out our current strength skills. Spell casting we're not worried about. Chi casting we're maxed out on. I wonder if it's worth then spending 5. Although quickness we're not really. Dodge would be good. I could get dodge up by 1. Dodge helps to reduce the chance to be hit by physical attacks. We could do that and then save until we get 5 to up our strength, or we are sort of going tanky tank, so dodging isn't really a major thing. I'd like to have dodge at sort of half of what combat is. Do you know what? I think I will, rather than going strength. Yeah, we'll take another dodge for the minute, and we'll keep the other 4 for later. All right, let's head on in and see how much trouble we're going to get into. Let's have a look. The warehouse. Inside the large grey warehouse. Inside the large grey warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. I can't speak. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. Uh-oh. In the centre of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Oh yeah, we got called by the decent guy. I can't remember his bloody name. I'm sure he'll... Him, I think. Aquarius. Let's not talk to him yet. Let's have a little look around. That's the coroner dude. There's a locked door. Okay, let's have a little look down here. Oh, there's stuff to investigate around here. What's going on here? You don't need to go right now. Oh, it's a bathroom. This old poster depicts a svelte young woman. And I can't see it anymore. What did it say? I don't know what it said. I'll read it to myself later. Alright, so these doors, windows rather, and there's an open door here with a locked door there. Alright. Fair enough, let's see how much trouble we're in. Aguirre, this is the bad dude. He's a bad policeman. Took your sweet time, didn't you? Yes, Aguirre. You know the traffic these days, fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try and determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victims. Maybe this isn't the angry policeman then. Maybe it's just a cop. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Spilling corpse secrets, not the wisest career choice. Oh, we got the office key. Nope, some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his court master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Alrighty then. Okay. Investigate the murder scene. The murder. It's a murder. You're necked. What have we got in here? This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Well, I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Let's inspect the toothbrush. Achoo! And again. And again. There we go. I'm alright. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, my word. Oh, dear. Excusey me. I'm a dirty bugger. Right, the blue toothbrush is still wet from being... Oh, it's still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. They haven't invented e-cigs yet in Shadowrun then. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal... Yeah, we've done that. Inspect the comb. The comb is black plastic and has some wiry grey hairs stuck in it. Can we DNA this stuff? Okay, let's leave the locker alone. Leave the locker alone. Let's check out the computer. I'm no hacker. The researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Right, let's have a look at case file 95. Federated Boeing Jetliner 2305, corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 on June 17th. 2:45, pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. The co-pilot takes over the controls at 4 minutes later as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. The pilot cannot be contacted, this is like 10 minutes later, or located by a plane steward. Oh. Co-pilot radios in a mayday 5 minutes later. 6 minutes later, and then soon after that the plane crashes in an empty field. Alright, 96. Oh, corporate owner area is redacted. Oh, okay. And this one has been corrupted. Alright, rubbish. Private notes. Mission item added incriminating data. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file 96. The crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer, and we download the notes. The notes are downloaded. Oh, we're not running now, are we? Oh, hello. Here we go. Right. Aguirre. Oh, look, we got little fella over there and all. What? If this was a core pit, why'd they leave the evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information's probably worth a fortune if you found a buyer. Okay, alright. Cheers, Aguirre. Who are you? Shannon Half-Sky. You sound shamanistic. Let's have a word with Dresden. He's not Dresden from the Dresden Files, but still. Babber! Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Aguirre tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday, or your cred stick did at any rate. Anyway, surprise! We got another Ripper victim on our hands. Yeah, he said it might not have been a Ripper. What can you tell me about the Vic, Mr. Dresden? Mr. Overtime. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. So what was on the butcher's shopping list? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Okay. Sounds like the Ripper has taken a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Was Sam's heart a transplant? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. And who's the lady over there? The lady. No clue. She just showed up. Next to kin, I think. Alright. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Yeah, alright then. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Fair enough, I'll take that as a no. I thought you were going to say yes with that smile. Right, is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. I'm going to take a look around. In fact, before I take a look around, I'm going to speak to the lady. The lady woman. Shannon Half-Sky, you're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm all burpy as well, excuse me. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. Or a shaman? Or a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Well, that's probably a good answer. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looks at you, the flattery largely failing to affect her, given the circumstances. But then inspiration dispels the dark cloud surrounding her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak, that's a given. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I will do what I can, Shannon Half-Sky. Okay, that door is now open. This one is still locked. And there was no door at that end, was there? Alright, looks like I'm heading in this way. Let's see how much trouble this is going to cause me. I don't see anyone around. Okay, personal items there by the looks of it. Down here. Anything else? Something over there. Let's have a look. Let's see what this is. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Let's have a look through. You find nothing interesting. Alright, fair enough. Can't open this door yet. That looks like something off a slightly futuristic kind of plane. A bit of a weird jet configuration. I know nothing about planes, I might be talking absolute rubbish. Alrighty. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash. Let's have a look. A sticky substance, oh dear, of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Let's have a look at the earring. Okay, we're taking it by the looks of it. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Alright, we'll have that. Oh, we'll take the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA and 200 new yen is added to your account. Go me. Let's have a look at the lunchbox. See if it's a Vault-Tec lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Fair enough. Alright. So we've got an item. Can't get in that box. Can we get in this room now? No. No, we cannot. Alright. We got an item. Maybe that'll point us in the direction of another one. That's still locked. Let's have a look in here. Let's have a word. We'll need at least 2 objects. I'd go myself, but these pigs have barred me from entering. Okay, alright. Can I do anything here? Nope. What am I looking for? Oh, is that a door up there? No, that's the outer door. Okay, fair enough. I wonder if there's anything else down here. Back down here. No, obviously not. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. How do we get in these other rooms? They have given me a key. What about the dude's toothbrush? No, because that's the scientist fella, innit? I wonder if the toothbrush... okay, the toothbrush is not mentioned. We'll take the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end. And when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Alright, good plan. Get the comb. We've got the 2 haunted objects. Let's see what she's going to do. I suspect a fight is going to come with some ghosticles. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Uh-oh. McCluskey's here. Bring it, McCluskey. Officer Guerre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Oh, you're an asshole. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Alright, McCluskey. You asshole. What you say? You said something, and then something about internal affairs. You goddamn pain in the ass. That man is an ass. Yes, he is. He is an ass. And it's spelt A-R-S-E. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful that you were able to collect the items before those clods carted anything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Okay, yeah, rented cops like these won't tie the place up for long. Agreed. I expect it will be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? Well, if it means your brother's killer doesn't take another life, nah. As long as you can deliver and make it worth my while. It may be a rabbit hole. It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. You could say that. I probably should have just smiled. Ooh, 4,000 yen. I'll put up the money, you find the bodies. Nice. She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch. Starts to count it out and then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. These aren't the spirits you're looking for. Alright, so let's head back to the... Oh, hello. I was going to say, let's head back to the Seamstresses Union. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Hoi, Babber, you in the middle of something? Yeah, no problem. What do you need? Backup. Ooh. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats, ran my world back when I was growing up. I remember. Whiz. She is relieved. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on high amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. And I'm guessing you've got a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. I am on my way. No worries, Coyote. I'll come and help you. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Alrighty. Oh, we're going straight there, are we? Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways and windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposely, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building and Coyote jumps down, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Are we going to go straight into a fight? No, we're going to go straight into talking now. That's not a dude, is it? That's a lamppost. Thanks for meeting us, Babber. I owe you one. No sweat. I'm not worried. I'll help you out, Coyote. You're all right. No sweat. I figured you could use the backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squats. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen. I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. Good lass. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, I don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Alright. We are, before we go anywhere, going to call this episode there. Otherwise, it will be a really long one. So, we will run in and save Gino and help Coyote out next time, and hopefully get to the Union and then get back to the NTSB. Loads of stuff that needs doing. Well, 3 things. Yeah, it's better than nothing at all. So yeah, until next time, folks, bye bye for now.